Welcome back to Honest News. So, those out there that still don't believe that Donald Trump has connection to the Rothschilds, I'm going to prove to you that things are starting to really manifest, and we're starting to see some disclosure here. How that he very much is connected to the Rothschilds. But they try to do everything they can to keep this hidden. So how is he connected to the Rothschilds? Well, let's just take a look at some of Donald Trump's connections. Have you ever heard of Steven Schwarzman? He is an advisor, a billionaire advisor to Donald Trump. He owns Blackstones. Okay? Blackstone is a investment company. And let me just show you something here, folks. Something I think you may find quite interesting. Let me see if I can just move this over a bit. Isn't that something? Something's going on here where we can't. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So, let me move this over so you can see it. So, Blackstone said that Lord Jacob Rothschild is stepping down from its board of directors. Did you hear that? Rothschild, the board of directors of Blackstone. Okay? So here is somebody that's on the board of directors for Blackstone, and Blackstone is, or the CEO, the owner of Blackstone, is this individual, Steven Schwarzman. So do you see how, folks, things work here? Do you see what's happening? I'm trying to help you to see the connection of Donald Trump and Rothschilds. They do their due diligence when it comes to hiding these connections. But the plot is certainly thickening. We're starting to really see it's not this Donald Trump is connected to billionaires and connected to Zionism. As you can see in this article here, that Blackstone's billionaire Steven Schwarzman and Trump advisor donates to Israel National Library. So we can see Schwarzman's connections with Israel as well. Now stay tuned, folks, because we're going to continue to draw this conclusion to help you to see. We're going to continue to connect these dots so that you can see the connections here, so that you don't think that, you know, that we're just telling you something that's biased or something that is uncircumstantiated. This is definitely, without question, clear evidence that Donald Trump is in connection with somebody that has on their board of directors Jacob Rothschild. Now, Jacob Rothschild is stepping down from board of directors, and he is going to be an international advisory board. He's going to move to the International Advisory Board. But I think, folks, you can see Donald Trump's in bed with these folks. Now, not to mention that Lynn Forrester, who's the wife of Rothschilds, is best friends with Hillary Clinton. So do you see why Donald Trump went back on what he said about Hillary Clinton? Inviting her in after he became president and honoring her, and after he basically said she was crooked and all of that. That was just to get him to become president. You don't hear anything about her being crooked anymore, right? You don't hear him saying anything about crooked Hillary. You don't see anything anymore coming from his administration trying to expose Hillary Clinton. He has made no efforts in that capacity. And that's because he's friends with Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. And not to mention, I know this also goes back to pedophilia. This goes back to, I forgot his name now, but this goes to this individual that was indicted for pedophilia. Loyola, or whatever they called it there. It's all coming together. Donald Trump's part of the pedophilia ring. There's no question about it. No question about it. Anybody that says that perhaps I would be dating my daughter if she wasn't my daughter, what real dad thinks that way about his child, about his daughter? Not to mention that when they asked him if what was it about the baby that looked like Marple, having to do with Tiffany, he immediately said, well, I can't say the breasts because she's only a baby. But that's the first thing he thought of. Unbelievable. That's the first thing that came to his mind. He wasn't thinking of the eyes. He wasn't thinking of the nose. Wasn't thinking of the ears. Wasn't thinking of the face. Wasn't thinking of something a real dad would think of. Immediately he goes to the breasts. So, folks, I'm going to tell you right now, Donald Trump is a pedophile. Okay? He's part of the ring with all these other billionaires. They're filthy. They're vile. Okay? And now you're seeing how they're connected to the Rothschilds. They're connected to very, very vile individuals. Very vile individuals. We'll continue to bring the honest news to you. Stay tuned.